Hello, I just want to show you what I got. I went to a gun show. I picked this up. This is a 1898 Iver Johnson 32 Smith & Wesson short. Takes black powder instead of smokeless. Iver Johnson's been around, years, decades. This gun is about 125 years old. It is considered a top break. You can especially tell if it's a Iver Johnson from the day to probably the 1950s, is they always had that owl as their symbol of their gun. The thing is, I kind of like this one, so I thought I'd put it in my collection. It is a hammerless. Got an external hammer inside the gun itself. About a 4-inch barrel. The whole thing is about 7 inches. That's why it's called the top break. The cylinder does not retrieve outside. That thing lifts up for your shell casings to be injected. It falls down for reloading. I thought that this was what would be 1903, 1910 to 1912. The third model. I wanted to get the third model. The guy said it was. Well, I guess he didn't know his history. I didn't know the history neither. But the third model. Okay. 1, 2. It had 3 pins instead of 2. It's a 5-shot. And yes, you gotta register that gun. The other thing about this piece that the third model won't do, the third model locks up, just like your standard revolver in this modern day. This one is a floating cylinder, so it does not lock up. My next purchase, if I buy a Smith & Wesson 32 short or long, or even the 38 Smith & Wesson, I will make damn sure it is the third model. But the 1898, it is a piece of history, that's for sure. 25 I had. Going to have a gunsmith look at that gun. I didn't catch it on video, but when I pulled the slide back to put a bullet in the chamber, the bullet actually went off in the breech. So I think that firing pin was sticking out a little bit. Like I said, I never tried to even shoot that gun until that day, and I'll have a video showing that. Not much of a sight on that. Got a blade. Not much of a sight. These guns right here, You know, there's just they're like kind of like close up and personal. You know, this model of gun from Iver Johnson. Let's say President McKinley. He got shot with one in, I want to say, 1901, and died about 7-8 weeks later, or maybe 8 days later. Yeah, 8 days later, he died of gangrene. So, and there's I guess a Chicago mayor that got blown away with one of these models right here. So it does have its dark histories, but it is a gun. I mean, you can't really control that, you know. And have a gun store, but you can't decipher what someone else is going to use your product on. And the thing that got me, and I will fire this if I can find black 32 Smith & Wesson that's loaded with black powder, because a modern charge, this thing right here might be a grenade in your hand. You know how the Glocks, all that have that safety? It got the safety right on that trigger, right there. That's 100 years before Glock. That thing is 7 inches long, or so slim that I could literally put that in my pocket and don't have to worry about nothing. They claimed one of the safest guns in the world was right here, because there's no way in hell you can pull that trigger. So, on that hammer, it does cycle the way you're supposed to. So I thought I'd show you it. Thank you for your time. Peace.